Greetings, hey, it's Susie Q. Today we begin to break down Attraction 41 questions. Today is question number 38. These can be found via podcast and video at YouTube channel, Holistic Healing Community by Susie Q. Do subscribe to follow this complimentary offering of how to tune into attracting your desired goal, intent, or juicy, groovy new vibe. Today's question 38 is, ever proclaim, I am powerful? Let's say this together now. I am powerful. Again, I am powerful. Again, I am powerful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love proclaiming things, and I love affirmations. So with this being said, so we are almost at the end of the 41 questions. 41 Attraction 41 questions were almost complete. I'm so excited. I have made a commitment to write these questions, then to take each one each day and just do a bunch of yakking about it. I am powerful, and let me tell you why. Let me have a sip of coffee. If you're not having coffee, just sit back and enjoy the show. Since I began this process of Attraction 41 questions, I crafted each one of these questions, and I guess they're kind of leading up to more and more power. Apparently, that's what it's looking like, because now 30th question is, I am powerful. And so I have to say there's been a whole lot of things that have shifted in my life from proclaiming that it is so. So as I wrote the questions from the very first one, which was beginning to break down the questions of attraction and just kind of going into a compelling story with each question, or going into more compelling thoughts, that now we're at 38 and it's basically I am powerful. That's pretty juicy. So and even sometimes we're like, I don't really feel powerful, but when you really sink into it and you do these affirmations, it's almost like one of the podcasts I did, I was talking about fake smiling when my kids were little, and I wanted to wake up and send them off to school in a happy way. It was kind of like, I kind of did a fake smile, like I was all smiley face, and I had Teletubbies playing, and I did everything in my environment to invoke and invite and encourage and welcome in a lightheartedness back in those days, because the kids were in high school or whatever, or middle school, wanted to send them out in a happy way. So, and for me, although I felt like it was fakey at the beginning, I felt happy too. And so as the kids went off to school, I had already set up, because the stuff I did in the morning for those kids was just ridiculously silly. And my kids, I think they used to call me the gypsy mom, or the liberated mom, or the very contemporary mom. Anyway, but we had so much fun in the morning, and I just have to say that when you begin to shift and change, make some simple changes in your life, even if it's like invoking that smile, and it's kind of like an inner smile, but the outer smile, it's like the brain doesn't understand that you're faking it out, and it just drops those happy hormones. It just drops in those beautiful happy hormones that make you feel all juicy and lighthearted, and and there's like kindness and joy that comes from that. So I am powerful. This is all about I am powerful. I love saying that. I am powerful. And then, I usually do these podcasts I've been awake for a while, but I'm still kind of hanging out in bed doing these. Anyway, but I'm like, I've got the window open right now, and I've got I have these cactus that are out in the backyard here, and then there's birds that I can hear in the background, and I was kind of thinking, I wonder if when we're looking at that I am powerful, is if we saw through that lens of I am powerful, and then looking out into the world. Like right now, I'm going to stand up here and look out the window, because right now, as we look out into our field of awareness, again, this is working specifically with our physical body, is I am powerful. I've got this gigantic cactus. There's several just really tall cactuses here in this backyard. And also I'm powerful because we've got these 2 lemon trees in the backyard. And I'm powerful because they were recently trimmed. And I find the power in the fact that the trees really were not really looking like trees, they were more bush, and that while the trees had been just recently trimmed, that I'm seeing the power. Even like last night when I was outside, it was dark and the stars were out, I could see from the moonlight the glistening on the leaves of these lemon trees, and I thought how powerful that is, because they really got a big haircut not too long ago. And just even from the moonlight on the leaves, I remember telling my friends last night that it's almost like the leaves are glistening. They're like smiling and they're happy, and everything is on an upliftment with the lemon trees outside. And they did have a whole lot of cuts on them. So and so I find power in that. And back to these lemon trees. Now I'm looking at them now because there were so many baby lemons. I don't even know what they're called. Like they were just beginning to bud to become lemons, and then when they chose to cut the lemon trees, I was kind of sad for the little buds that were coming out. But I still found the power in the fact that there was a greater picture for these lemon trees, that to really care for it and love on it and really attend to the needs of these lemon trees, that these lemon trees are more powerful now because they have a more sustainability, and then their trajectory for growth is more solid because there were some clips that were needed to really help this tree grow and to be its best and to get more sunlight. And also what I love about these I didn't even know I was going to talk about lemon trees, but there's a lot of beautiful things here, but I remember when my friend was trimming the lemon trees, and he was kind of in his power because he was out asserting his energy and really doing something that felt powerful for him and felt right for him. Is I just told him that because one of the trees he cut it looked kind of sad. It looked like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, which is there's no like leaves, there's nothing on it. It's just kind of like a little branch, a few branches. That's what one of the lemon trees look like. And but he was really powerful in his approach of tackling and taking care and tending to these beautiful lemon trees. And what I love is I just said, you've just done a lot of cutting. And I said, have you talked to the trees? And there's power in that. Have you talked to the trees? Have you lovingly cared for the trees and told the trees or talked to the trees in a loving way? And he started kind of doing that. And what's kind of fun is his dad came over and then started painting the areas where the branches were cut off so it would be more like a tree. So there's been just a lot of love and a lot of power going on here. And when we invoke that within ourselves, the power within, and this doesn't have anything to do with ego or, like I'm like a superhuman or something. Well, you are, but it's more about just asserting and just saying, I am sovereign, that I am in a place and seated in a place of majesty. I see everything, not just humans, not just me or you or this lemon tree or there's so many succulents here, different plant life where I'm living now. And, and even the majesty of the blue skies. This morning I'm looking up and it's wispy white clouds, just really light wispy clouds. And just really seeing the majesty and everything. So when you're noticing and feeling into the power that's within you, then you start reflecting the power within the lemon trees, the power within. We have sandstorms here. When I'm driving from a distance, you can see all these swirling. I call them these whirling dervishes, or but it's just these big old sand. I don't even know what they're called. It looks like a tornado. I'm from Texas. It looks like a tornado for me. But anyway, there's just so much majesty in this power that's within us, that's within our field of awareness through all of our perceptible senses. When we are actually embodying that place of sovereignty, that place of power within, then what happens is we begin to see through all lens of our knowing, we'll begin to see the power that is all around us all the time. And it's working, and if you're able to go with this, is to know that all of this power within and then in our fields is working for us. It's working to enhance and expand us and expand all of nature. The more we are more connected in this power and seeing from the smallest molecule to the very largest, which is the sky or this planet or the cosmos, just to recognize all of that is equally important. All of it is powerful, and it's all this beautiful system of aliveness and awareness. And in essence, it's our present moment. Oh my goodness. In this present moment, a little jackrabbit just came into my field of awareness, and I love that. They're just so cute. But when you're really connected in with nature, in the nature, we start with the nature within us, the inner landscape of our most powerful system, our most powerful energetic system within. Okay, there's so much power there. Just beginning to just even imagine everything inside of your body that is working for you. There's so many systems of the body. We're exploring the outer realms, and then sometimes it's just interesting. Let's explore the inner realms, which is inside of you. Everything working, just without even, in some things we have to tell our body certain things, but most of our body functions intuitively. It functions in a powerful way. Each cell in a powerful way is responding to what your thoughts are and where your goals are, what you're creating in your life. The cells are responding out of a powerful place of observing what your desires are. And so too is the outer landscape, which is all of nature around you. The outer landscape, the nature, the birds. Oh my God, the birds are beautiful here. The trees, the air you breathe, the ground that you walk on. All of this is power. So when we begin to get into that, I am powerful, I am powerful, I am powerful, and so is everything else. And when we're in that place of being in observance of standing up taller, standing up straighter, heart open, drawing your core in, light in your joints, just a slight bend in your knees, just being lighter in your walking, being lighter in your step, being lighter in your awareness of where you're at in this now. That's powerful. The inner landscape and then the outer landscape, they blend. You are one with all of this, as that nature outside is one with you. So everything that you're feeling about your own sense of power, begin to see from that lens of power. Begin to feel into that. Just feel into that and breathe. I love you. I love you. I love me. And we are powerful. And so is everything else. So just be in your state of power, in your state of sovereignty. Claim it so. And you have a most beautiful